YBA Kanoo Shipping and S5 Agency World present helpful tips on how to embark and disembark a vessel at sea. Welcome aboard this Kanoo S5 passenger boat. Even if you are a frequent user of the marine craft, we urge you to pay full attention to the onboard safety protocols and facilities in place as protection against risk of injury or loss of property while embarking or disembarking. If you are boarding from a Kanoo launch to a larger vessel, either anchored or moving slowly towards an offshore facility in the sea, before proceeding, please ensure that you are carrying all the relevant valid legal documents to sign off or sign on to an intended destination, not carrying any prohibited or illegal document, substance or material which may result in serious violation of the law of the land. Physically fit enough to climb vertically for 10 meters on a rope ladder, a gangway or a combination of both, or basket transfer. Sufficiently rested and alert. Not under the influence of alcohol, drugs or prescription medication. Not afraid of heights and deep waters. Certified with personnel basket transfer training, if applicable. Please remember, our crew are on hand to assist you at all times. Before boarding, confirm that the deck officer and captain of the target vessel are aware of your offshore transfer. Carry your photo ID for security clearance and safety records. Avoid selfies or photography. If you are carrying electronic devices, please switch them off and store them in a safe place. Check if you are wearing the appropriate personal protective equipment. Your shoes should have non-skid soles and low heels. Your clothes should allow you to climb freely, but not be so loose as to get entangled on ladder rungs or handrails. You are wearing a life jacket at all times when outside the passenger cabin. For personnel basket transfer, you must wear an inflated life jacket and a hard hat with chin strap. Do not start boarding the vessel until you have been given clear instructions that it's okay to proceed and thumbs up from the signaling man. Only one person at a time must board the vessel. Once you are on board, proceed directly to a designated safe area to clear the way for others embarking or disembarking. Upon arrival, please sign the visitor's register. Store your luggage properly to maintain clear passage and escape route. Please remain seated during the ride out to the ship. During your journey, remain calm and alert in the passenger cabin. Do not throw anything overboard. You may use the bins provided to dispose of trash. Do not lie down on seats or use life jackets as pillows. Smoking is strictly prohibited in Kanoo and S5 boats. Safety in emergency. Safety and emergency facilities on board. In an emergency, please make sure that you are secure before helping others. A first aid kit is available on board and our staff is well trained to provide the necessary treatment. A life jacket is located in a pouch under your seats. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the life jacket. Fasten the belt around your waist. Connect the buckle by pushing the two parts together and tighten the belt as firmly as possible. Check activated light and whistle attached to the life jacket. Instructions about life jackets are also available in the backside pocket of a seat in front of you. Please note the emergency exit, which is located at the rear end of the passenger cabin towards the main deck. The emergency evacuation plan is pasted on walls at various locations. In the event of an emergency, you will hear an alarm or an announcement from the boat crew. Please be seated and await instructions from the boat crew. Should there be a need to evacuate, put on your life jacket, follow the clearly marked exit sign and proceed to the nearest exit and onto the main deck. The crew members will check and call all passengers. Your duties during an emergency can be found on the reverse of the emergency card under the master list. Once the master is on the main deck, await further instruction from a crew member. Please listen to and follow the instructions and act carefully and responsibly. Move in an orderly fashion, act safely, and do not push anybody. Ensure your actions save yourself and others' lives in an emergency. In an emergency, the Kanoo boat crew will launch the life raft on the sea. All the passengers will be loaded one by one onto the life raft. Ladder and gangway transfer. On final approach to target vessel, you will see a ladder, a gangway, platform, basket, or other form of personnel transfer equipment landing on the main deck of the launch. Even at this point, you can change your mind and choose not to board the vessel. Your decision will be respected. Our aim is to ensure safety first and safety for everyone. Remember, declining transfer will mean remaining on the vessel or installation, depending on the location. When you are ready to board the ship, you must keep wearing the inflated life jacket and helmet until you are safely up on the ship's deck. Don't forget to detach any items that may be clipped to your belt, such as keys and phones, as these could fall into the water or potentially hurt someone on the launch below. Any luggage or backpacks will be lifted separately onto the main deck of the ship so that you are free to climb the pilot ladder. With the launch parked in close proximity to the ship's officer will confirm when passengers can start climbing the pilot ladder. The launch will move alongside the ship at the base of the ladder. Since the launch will rise and fall with the swells, you should hold on to the handrails at all times to maintain balance. When the launch captain or a crew member gives the call, passengers need to move forward one at a time to board the ship. While waiting to transfer, please remain alert, keeping your eyes on the pilot's ladder at all times. Do not look back. Maintain focus. Do not start boarding the vessel until you have been given a clear instruction to proceed and the signal from a launch crew member. Only one person will climb up or down the ladder at a time. Follow the directions from the launch captain or a crew member where you should stand and when to climb the ladder. Do not hesitate to clear any doubts with the launch captain or crew member. Upon hearing the go command, simply hold the ladder with confidence. Now step off the launch and immediately climb at least 5 steps to move away from the launch. Please note that the rope ladder may slightly swing and pull away from the ship as you climb it. This is normal. Be calm and continue climbing those first 5 steps. As you climb, keep your body close to the ladder and the ship. This will help you maintain a good balance and prevent the ladder from unsafe twists and turns. Keep your eyes on the ladder and continue climbing. Stop when your feet are at the same level or slightly higher than the metal gangway of the target vessel. It's now time to step down from the ladder onto the gangway of the target vessel. Hold the gangway railing with one hand, then move one foot across. Next, shift your other hand to the gangway and then your other foot. Always make sure that you move only one hand or foot at a time. After a safe landing on the gangway, proceed slowly up to the deck using the handrails. Feel free to take short breaks if you feel tired. Once you reach the top of the gangway, you will be received by the deck officer. Now we will look at the level method of transfer. With the crew boat parked adjacent to the stern of the target vessel, the crew of the target vessel will confirm when passengers can start climbing the pilot ladder. Since the launch will rise and fall with the swells, you should hold on to the handrails at all times to maintain balance. Next, the target vessel officer will confirm when passengers can start to board the target vessel ladder. Move forward one at a time to board the target vessel. Remain alert, keeping your eyes on the target vessel. When you hear the command, let go of the target vessel. Step one foot onto the deck of the launch and reach for the railings of the target vessel with your hands. Once on deck of the target vessel, move away from the rescue zone or transfer area of the target vessel so that the next person can follow. Now we will show you how to transfer by the personnel basket procedure. The personnel transfer by baskets is a very critical operation. In this method, the main deck is used for transferring of crew from a clear basket landing mark. The number of persons allowed to ride the personnel transfer basket at any one time should not exceed the capacity specified for the basket. Do not carry tools or equipment with you. Such items can be passed to attending deck crew prior to transfer. Only a limited amount of light luggage can be permitted inside the basket. Hard hats are only allowed while being transferred by personnel basket from vessel to vessel. Ensure that the hard hat is securely fastened with a chin strap so that it cannot be dislodged. You must wear an approved self-inflating life jacket during the basket transfer. If you are inexperienced in such transfers, you may be accompanied on the basket by one of our experienced staff up to your targeted position. A lifebuoy or ring, complete with attached lifeline, shall be in close proximity to the transfer and departure points. Step onto the basket by placing one foot on the bottom ring in one of the net openings and follow the steps below. Stand on the outer rim of the basket facing inwards, keeping the knees slightly bent to avoid sustaining a possible shock to a locked body joint, for example a knee joint. When boarding, have a firm grip on the net lines, preferably with both arms through the net roping using the cross-arm hold. Place your weight on the foot still placed on the deck. When the lift begins, simply transfer your weight to the basket by stepping forward with your foot on the deck. As the basket lifts from the deck, bring the remaining foot off the deck and onto the basket. While transfer is taking place, all passengers should hold their heads up, looking forward. In the event of a sudden jolt or stop, this position will protect the neck. In extreme rough weather, on liftoff, passengers should be prepared for the load cable becoming taut with a sharp jerk as the boat deck falls away. Grip the support strongly during this type of liftoff. When the basket lands on the vessel deck, step off as quickly as possible to avoid possible contact with the crane hook and slings if the vessel is heaving and rolling. Thank you for watching the video instructions carefully. Remember to stay alert and do your part. Precaution is always the best decision at all times. Please fill the feedback form available on board to let us know about your experience with us. Place your form in the feedback box placed near the exit. You can also register your feedback through email at feedback@kanooShipping.com. Kanoo and S5 wish you a happy and safe journey at sea. Kanoo Shipping, delivering sustainable excellence.